What's going on? What's going on? Coming through again. As usual, 100% facts. Always straightforward. Loyalty. We got to be talking about loyalty. It's hard to find these days. Especially in athletes. You know what I'm saying? This is with knowledge, of course, and facts. 100% facts, I promise. I mean, we've all been through it, and we've all seen it. In all sports, majority, especially in the fight game. Boxing, it's just, you got these people that just athletes are like, let's start from the bottom. Let's start from the bottom and work your way up. You got these people out there that just, walk around. They step in the gym and they start working out. A lot of these people, they just want to put on the gloves and get in the ring, which is the wrong thing to do. But the coaches brings them in, invites them in, opens their doors, and works with them day in, day out, day in and day out. Teaches them from steps, the balance, the footwork, the hand speed, and so forth. You know what I'm talking about. This is directly directed to the fighters. You know what I'm saying? The fighters that tend to forget, that the people that really truly loyal to them, loyalty. It's a lot of times it's missing. Most of the time it's missing out of these fighters. And they tend to forget and overlook what got them to that point that they got to. And it's a shame. You know what I'm saying? So you got these people out there that they just have, arrogance and attitude and personalities, like they know it all, and then they don't need no one behind them. But it's not true. That's just facts. It's not true. You know what I'm saying? You got these guys that come around and their ego's like unreal till they get banged up or get knocked out. Then they come to their senses and start opening up and talking about it. And they get grounded and they wonder like, oh, yeah, man. You look back, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? These people go on there and just walk around like with egos you would not believe. At the lowest level, they even haven't won a tournament or a show or a national or a world title. And they think they're on top of the world. That's just being naive and stupid. Simple as that. Very dumb. It's got nothing in here. Trust me. As a fighter, you have to, we all have the heart to go in there and grind. But at the end of the day, to build that foundation and to get to a plateau where you're an elite fighter and you're on top of one of the best in the business. And to get through the process, and work your way up from step one all the way to the top with their coaches that they're really loyal to from day one. They took them through the process. They opened up the gym. They took them running. They prepared sparring for them. They lose sleep overnight on for the next day, try to better these people, to these young kids, to bring them up to the right way, to get them to success, to succeed in their life. Take them off the street and grind with them. Literally grind with them every day. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a high percentage. And these people tend to forget when they get to a level and say, man, I got the wrong coach. Because you got somebody else that pulled them off to the side, took them out of their lane, and they started explaining, hey, I could do better. Come to my gym, come to my facility. I'll take you, I'll treat you better. I'll give you this, I'll give you that. They promise them the world. And there's no facts behind it. Most of the time, there's no facts behind it, period. And these fighters tend to forget what got them to that point. You know what I'm saying? They forget about it. The person that took them from day one to that plateau, to that point of their career, they tend to forget about it. Then when they lose, nothing but excuses. A million excuses to find and talk about and say, if this, if that, this was this is the plan, this is what happened. Nonsense. It all comes back to you as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? If you had the will and you have the heart and you believe in your coach as one, we're talking about as one, okay? It's a unit. You work together. You feed off each other. You guide through it together. You grind together to get to that point. And once you get to that point and something happens, you turn your back on your coach and walk away. Why? It's your point. It's your problem. It's your problem as a fighter, okay? To talk about it and understand where you're going. Most of the time, your coach knows what's best for you. But you have that one person, you got the people out there that talk crap and took you out of your lane to take you on their wing, under them, and try to guide you. Meanwhile, then when you lose, you come back to square one. Nothing but excuses. It goes back in a circle. You leave this coach, then you go to another coach, you go to another gym, and you go around in circles. But at the end of the day, you come back all around. And you come back to that coach that started with you. Why? Because realistically, this is the man that knew you from day one. And he knows what's best for you. But you went along with the hype. You know what I'm saying? And he told you knew it all. And you told you had to be somewhere where people are elite fighters, the glamour life, the cars, the houses, and I'm gonna get you this, I'm gonna get you that, and I promise you, and you end up losing, then you're gonna come back to your senses and say, man, I did this coach wrong. I wasn't loyal to this man. I should have stuck with him and stayed with him. You know what I'm saying? People promise, easy to talk. But there's nothing behind it. What's the sense? It means nothing. At the end of the day, it's all on you to be loyal to the people who took you from day one. There's a lot of bad coaches out there, trust me. It's a lonely world. It's a lonely sport, as we all know. When you're a winner, everybody wants to be with you. You have people lined up just to talk to you or hang with you or be around in the inner circle. Be someone and, hanging, partying. Hey, that's just facts. We understand that. But at the end of the day, when you lose, guess what? No one's going to cry with you. I promise you. The only person that's going to feel your pain is that coach that opened the door since day one for you. He's going to feel you and understand what you're going through. Because he understands your pain. And the other people, you're just going around, and you go around and around and around, and you come back and face your original coach that you came with, that you started with. That's if they're honest, that's the person that truly cares about you. But there's a lot of people, hey, if things don't work out and you think this is not the right person for you and the right coach, the right atmosphere, the right surroundings, it's okay. You step out of the zone. And you only know, but with guidance, you need guidance. You need guidance. You can't just do this and say, I know it all. There's always room to learn. You can learn something every day in life. Every day. In everything and anything. I promise you. Don't think that you know it all. Always have a reason and just listen. Keep your eyes open. You know what I mean? Your ears open as well. And dissect and understand who's with you and who's against you, who's on your side and who's not. You understand? You got to understand that, figure that out. Because at the end of the day, when you're losing, you're going to be a lonely fighter just sitting, looking for people to come and hang or talk to, and no one to be found. And that person that really, truly cares about you is that guy that really started with you, and he's going to come and sit with you and talk to you and cry with you and feel the pain. Because no one else is going to be there for you, trust me. But when you win, the whole world wants to be with you. Everyone. Everyone and everyone. You know that. You know exactly what I'm talking about. All right? So don't forget, be loyal. When you get that big contract, what got you to that contract? What guided you to that point? Who got you to that level? Don't forget about that, man. Come on. You deserve the big payday? The man deserves his cut as well. All right? So give him his cut. He's part of the program. He's part of the whole process. He brought you up to that level. Don't forget about that. You get paid, he gets paid. You get to that level, why not? Hey, we're all up on top. But we appreciate it because we've done it as a team, as a unit. All right? It's a unit. You didn't do it all alone. Remember all the grinding and stuff that he did and prepare you for success? You didn't do that on your own. Now you're at the peak of your career and you get these big numbers. We're talking about paydays. Don't forget your coach. Be loyal to him. You know, appreciate him. Appreciate what he's done for you all your life to get you to that point. Don't listen to this nonsense out there and look at these big names and big numbers if there's no facts behind it, because you're not going to get it without the man that you started with, that was loyal to you from day one, that opened the door to you, that put you through the sparring sessions, that figured out what's your next step and next move from one step to the other to get you to that level. And that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? So deservingly, he deserves what he should be getting. But don't turn your back on him and just walk away and figure like I'm at a level, I need some other coach. No. It's you and him as a unit, as one. Trust me, it does not matter who's on the other side in that corner, meaning their coach, where they're training, what location. It means absolutely nothing. You could grind and work and stay in your path and find your way. You will get it done. You must get it done. There's no other way. Always remember that. Have faith and trust and loyal to the people that you started with. The right people. If they're wrong, step out. The sooner the better. The sooner the better. But you must understand, if it's the right person, be loyal, be respectful, be humble. And they deserve to be on top and to get the the big paydays just like you're doing and what you're getting. All right? It's only fair. Right or wrong? You understand what I'm talking about? All right? Don't forget, like, subscribe. This is always true right from here. I promise you.